G'day on what turned out to be a cool, nearly cold afternoon in Sochi when Daniel Ricciardo beat Sebastian Vettel. In what? I'll tell you more in a moment. So what were these two playing? And why were they playing each other? Well, it was a game of table tennis, and it was out on the top of the McLaren Hospitality Suite on a pretty windy afternoon. And I can't tell you why they were playing table tennis. We were actually on the other side of the paddock in the media centre when somebody came in to me and said, you might want to get out there. The McLaren boys are playing table tennis with Sebastian Vettel. So when I popped out there was about 5 of us shooting on the other side of the paddock. Yes, you see this going on upstairs. And how do I know that Daniel beat Seb? I don't. But from the body language, it looks like he was doing okay. Now, you'll probably see the full edit of this on McLaren, perhaps on their Unboxed series. And I believe Lando was playing before I got out there. When I was out there, he was just simply standing on the sidelines, looking at his phone. Maybe Aston Martin's Hospitality Suite is next door to McLaren's. Let's have a look. Yep, mystery solved. Aston Martin's Hospitality Suite butts up against McLaren. So I imagine Seb was upstairs watching what was going on, came out and had a game. And I think that's great. The drivers from opposing teams can still get together and have a bit of fun. I'm not sure how the bubble thing works because technically you're not supposed to be doing that. But anyway, they're at least 3 metres apart. And it was a nice thing to watch. Although there was something interesting there. One of the local photographers has not taken too kindly to being asked to put on his mask while he's photographing around us. And there was a bit of backwards and forwards with an official. And I've never seen anyone... Is belligerent the word? Yeah, it was quite an eye-opener for me. And on the subject of the McLaren drivers, they did an interview down in the paddock late in the day where they both ask each other questions. I don't know whether I love that sort of stuff. It sometimes feels a bit contrived, but hey, I haven't seen this one. Maybe this one will be the exception. Kelly Piquet was there today with Max. I shot her coming out of the paddock at one stage, and I quite love this photo with these eyes piercing through my lens. And then later in the afternoon, I shot them going out of the paddock at the other end. But the first picture I put up was my biggest post of the day, and that's the power of Kelly. Being the Russian Grand Prix, there are a number of Russian drivers here who are the local favourites, Nikita Mazepin. Now, I'm not sure whether it's Mazepin. I've been told it's Mazepin. I've got to tell you, he's a top bloke to talk to. He was popular today, as was Robert Schwartzman. He was doing some stuff on the track while the track was open before noon today. He was much in demand, and so was Daniil Kvyat. And have a look at this. Daniil is sporting a rather nice shiner there on his right eye. A barroom brawl, he tells me. Then he smiled afterwards and said, no, it was a boxing incident. But he quite likes the look of it. Makes him very manly. But it was a bit of an eerie feeling today. For most of the day, the paddock was dead. There were very few people about, and it would have been hard-pressed to know that there was a Formula One Grand Prix going on. It was just so darn quiet. Thankfully for us, we're upstairs on the first level, and the press conference room is just probably 40 metres down the corridor, which means all of the drivers have to come up to us. So we can stand in this one spot, and every 15 minutes you'll get 2 drivers come and 2 drivers leave. And photographically, it's a great opportunity. I've got gifts. Hang on. I haven't opened these gifts yet, but as you might know, we get gifts from the organisers from time to time, and I like to share with you what we get. This is the organiser, which is Rozgonki. It's probably pronounced poorly. And this is the first thing. It's a bum bag. Now, I thought, yeah, nice bum bag. It's actually made from recycled tyres. What a great idea that is. Yep, that is definitely rubber. So thank you very much for that present. And then in here, there are 5 little things. I don't know, what are they called? What are these? Oh, okay, they've got little things on the back here, then you can wear them on your shirt. We could use one as a golf marker if you wish. And that was from the organiser, but this was nice. These are lovely teas. And in the media centre, when they handed out both of these presents, they were very definite to let you know that this was a present from Nikita, not from the organiser. And we thanked Nikita as he went into his media press conference with the FIA. He did actually say he wanted to give us something stronger, but in the end decided tea was the better choice. Speaking of Nikita, he and his teammate Mick Schumacher will be at Haas next year, which is great news for the pair of them. That's good for continuity and car development. Put all of your travel apps in one file on your phone. That way you're not having to search when you need them quickly. That's not my idea, that was Sean's. Thank you, Sean, for sending that one in. Kimmy's back after a 2-race absence. Good to see him in the paddock. Oh, some interesting cars too that the drivers were driving, and next week I'll be putting up another one of my What the Drivers Drove in Sochi videos. A couple there will surprise you. What other things can I tell you? I noticed this on the side of Yuki's cap today. I gather that's his signature. I could be wrong, but anyone care to tell me what the text says? And that's my dinner order. I'll carry on. I did the track walk today with Lando Norris. Went around the whole track. It's bloody long, and there were some fans out and about today despite the cooler weather, and I'm not sure how they got in, but I think that's actually public out there. A lot of them here standing on the steps going up to the overpasses, and would shout out and wave to Lando. Nobody actually got anywhere near him to get an autograph on that track walk, and at the end of the day I photographed Lando leaving the paddock, and he was decked out in his casuals. Of course, the drivers have to wear their team kit inside the track, but many of them are free to wear what they like when they come and go. Shall I tell you what Lewis was wearing when he came in today? Well, I won't, because I have no idea. In fact, I don't think anybody photographed him. I haven't seen any pictures on social media. But later in the day, I caught him coming up to his FIA press conference, and he was wearing what I believe to be Valentino shoes, because I can see underneath that that's their logo. Umbrellas were the order of the day today for many of the drivers, and I really love these pictures of George Russell traversing the paddock, heading up to his FIA press conference, being protected from the light rain by a brolly. Sergio Perez was a little bit thirsty. He was seen here getting some Red Bull into him. Valtteri Bottas, well, he doesn't feel the cold, as you can see here. He had a t-shirt on, but of course he comes from Finland, where it's a lot colder than what it was today. And in fact, listening to the press conference today, it was suggested that Valtteri's home race could well be St. Petersburg in coming years, because I think that's only 3 or so hours by road from Finland. I need to say something. I need to say thank you to you for watching this video and for liking it, because I know you're going to do that now if you haven't already done it. Please subscribe. You need to know when I've got new content out, and it's at the moment 3 or 4 videos a week. You'll find all of my images available for digital download at prostarpics.com for editorial or personal use. My F1 driver photo books and the new McLaren 1-2 at Monza book are available from my website, kimillman.com, where you'll also find a range of merchandise. And finally, for my best images all through the week and live from the track, head to Instagram and search at Kim Illman. All that's left for me to say now is thanks for watching and stay passionate. All that's left for me to say now is stay passionate. No, I don't do that. I do